Welcome back to another Alliance War video, everyone. We have 4 Loki versus CIRR, the Latin Retin crew. We have Hulk, Void, and Spidey 99 banned today. And globally, Ghost and Kingpin and Nimrod and iDoom are whitelisted. Now, this war started out kind of funny because there was an update and Kabam changed some tags on some defenders. And so we're like, we're trying to, see what attackers got changed, what defenders got changed, and what the map looked like. And it just, it was a little bit hectic, but then they reverted some of the tags. So as we were planning, we had adjustments made and then went back to our preferred counters on some of the nodes. But looking at the map, I'm on path 7 with this Atuma. It's a rank 4. This Dragon Man, who is tactic, he gets an armor break when knocked down. This Dormammu back in war, and the node doesn't do anything for him there. And this OG Storm Pyramid X with the prowess node on there. So this node has, I think it only punishes when you apply a shock. Yeah, I take that point, just making sure. I'm only taking those 4 fights. Mad Cat and Andrew are smoking through the map. You can see that they already finished early this morning. So when it came down to deciding who to pick as my tactic attacker, initially Andrew and I were talking. I was like, I'll just take Silk, right? And while that does work, I was just thinking, like, well, a lot of these global attackers work really well for the map. So let me see what team I'm gonna bring. OG Iron Man for that storm for sure. Let's go to Decay, and Captain America would absolutely smoke this path. I'm going to have Shuri. I was gonna bring Sunspot for that Atuma, but in case I parry and he shrugs it and he triggers the node, I can take some damage reflect waiting that out. I'd just rather go with Shuri, and she can remove his hydration and just be done with that. So when looking at my other options, Cap was great because I would get a Petrify from another debuff from a parry. He's tactic, so I'd get Withers on contact and a slow on knockdown, obviously with all that going on. So that was initially Sandman. I could definitely do for both. For Dormammu though, obviously I would take degen damage once the dex expires, but the tactic will actually limit the damage over time effect for each debuff. So I wouldn't have to worry about that either. But I'm actually going with a different champ. I'm going to I was going to use Spider-Gwen, but I just want more debuffs than not. And I decided, okay, well, I have an OG Spider-Man as a 7-star, and I'm going to bring him in. So that's exactly the team that we're bringing. We're bringing Shuri for that Atuma. Oops. OG Iron Man for that Storm Pyramid X, and my 2 tactic fights are going to be for OG Spider-Man. So let's get into it. I always get worried about this part, but it's fine. And all right, let's go. Okay, so first up we have this Atuma, and like I stated before, I was gonna sunspot it and it would have been an absolute nuke, but in case I parried accidentally and then I triggered the node, then I'd have to dance. My sunspot is not duped and my charges may fall off. I just thought a worst case scenario, not going that route. And Shuri, I have an R2 Shuri as well as an R2 sunspot. She just smokes this. So plan basically here is to build matrix charges by getting hit into the block, and he just throws heavies right off the bat, so it's annoying.
and I'm trying to get to 10 shocks so I can get my SB1 off, but he's only hitting me once and then throwing a heavy, so I don't build any matrix charges to really build those shocks, and you can see they're almost halfway down. So I decide just to throw my SB1 and just get things going. So the AI really wasn't working for me at the beginning, but you're gonna see that ultimately it doesn't matter. This node actually applies a heal block on Atuma, so he's not gaining any willpower healing from his own debuffs that he has on himself. And right here, I have 8 precision charges, so I'm gonna have some guaranteed crits. And when Shuri's War boosted, those things do massive damage. So at this point, I'm like, all right, he's basically dead, and I just waited out, and he dies. So that was easy peasy. Now next up is this Dragon Man. I get to use this OG Spider-Man. I talked to B McG about what if I'm missing anything, like what rotation, because I kind of figure just build my web slings up and with an SB1 and throw an SB2 and just kind of go ham. And I asked him if there's a specific one, and he just said, yeah, just do that. My Spidey's unduped, so that's all I can basically do. I had the power start 1 on here just so I can get that going, get the debuffs on him, so when I knock him down as he's armor broken, I don't take any degen damage. What I liked about Spidey for these 2 fights is his taunts. I wanted to be able to just basically have the defender throw specials at will. While I am getting withers on him and reversing some of it, it's just really nice to be able to not worry about that. That was a 17k medium right there. Go into the relic, and I'm going to throw my, my SB1 to basically kill it at the end if the combo didn't. So that was really sweet. I like that takedown. I didn't really need or was expecting a big fancy SB2 crit. It was, very, very, very sustainable damage throughout that fight. Now Dormammu, everybody's fought Dormammu before. Basically, you want to try not to dex. This node has a prowess on there, so if you take, if you block his specials, basically you don't dex. Obviously, you'll take damage, but use a tactic, and you don't have to worry about the dex. I also have a Spider 99 relic on him, so I'm never going to gain a dex buff. So I don't really have to worry about any of that. Right there, he threw that special, surprising me. So I just blocked it, and it did quite a bit of chip damage. So I was like, okay, I'll dex this one, and I'm ramped up. I'm just going to build up a little bit more power, and then throw my special 2, and boom, 140k crit to end it. That was a sub 40-second fight. That was really satisfying to do. So that felt good. And the last fight of the war is this Storm Pyramid X, and I'm trying to run these 3 fights with 1 gray boost, 1 power start 1, because I do want to remove the prowess as she gets it. And man, this fight, every part, now OG Iron Man is cold snap immune and incinerate immune. So I don't really have to worry about anything if I eat a special 1. I don't have to worry about actually her going unblockable and throwing a special, because he can block unblockable specials from mutants. But right here, I really wanted to parry these specials to pause my my armors. But I was just like, man, don't eat it. Like, don't eat it. I probably should have just at least done it once, because if I eat it, I could see what the damage does. But I only have 4 fights, and I just didn't really want to mess up. So I get to my SB2 and I launch it, and right here I especially wanted to pause it. So I block a few of them to get a few more prowess on her, because I do want to get more armor breaks and whatnot. So I throw my special 2 here, because he hits really hard when he's armor broken. Right there, I parry the first one, and I get a couple pauses, a couple prowess on her, and I'm like, all right, cool, go into this relic. And you see an 18k medium right there, and just ultimately finish the fight. But I really did want to parry those specials a lot more. But we did end up winning this war. I don't know what happened to them. They have only died about like 14 or 15 times the most the past 3 wars. But they died a bunch. And our fight time looked really good. No thanks to Trevor. Just kidding. But yeah, so we had 4 deaths, got another win under our belt, so that felt good. Shout out to the MVPs, Karate Mike, Andrew, and Mad Cat. They did a ton of work for the alliance, and this is the first of 2 wars that we're going to get into today. So the second war, we're going up against GGIR Infinity Rangers, and they banned Herc, Hulk, and Valk. Valk is a new ban, and so is Herc for us. And the first fight I have is this spot. I only have 3 fights this war, very short war, and I thought about, using my Falcon, 7-star Falcon duped, or a R5, SIG 200 Fury, or my OG Black Widow, who's only rank 3, but she can basically stop all of his spots. Or Blade. She's a dimensional being. And OG Black Widow, Andrew was trying to get me to take her in, but that would have been like an 18-minute fight. And I did think about Falcon because he ultimately counters everything. He has the challenge rating bonus and everything. But I opted for Blade. I actually took him to rank 3. I have rank 4s, rank 5s, and 7-star rank 2s, and just 7 stars, But I took Blade to rank 3 just for this fight because I assigned Blade 2 spots before Another Wars, and I liked the assignment. I liked the fight strategy, and so I was excited to use it. This is the map right here. You can see that we've cleared basically everything. So the plan basically is to skill boost. I'm gonna power start 1, max petrify and pacify, and really limit his power gain and only hit him when he's stunned outside of my specials. I'm gonna let my parry bleed power gain Blade per his mechanics, and that will ramp me up to my special 2, and then my skill boost on top of the crits that applied during the special 2 will also power gain me to hopefully chain special 2s. And that's the plan. I only have to be cognizant of how many spots he has, because if I throw a special while he's untouchable, I'm going to get smacked in the face and it's going to be lights out. So I'm very aware of his spots, and I want to make sure that if it comes to that point, I wait out his untouchable before I throw another special. So right there I do 1 hit, just gain a little bit of power. There I parry and just hold to the bleeds right there, and I'm like, okay. I'm almost at a special 2. You see here, he's very limited on power. I'm gonna parry, medium, light, and then throw my special 2. He's at 3 spots right here. So I'm going to parry, medium, special 2. Now he's at 4. And I'm like, okay, I cannot medium. I'm gonna just parry into my special, and this will kill him. And that went absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. 29 seconds total, and it was very satisfying to do that. Especially after assigning it to other people with their rank 4s. My Blade took an extra special 2 at rank 3. Now we have this Gallon versus Rintrah. I have rank 5 Rintrah. That's why I'm bringing this cow instead of my Tigra. Really wanted to Tiger this, but it's an R5, so I just went with this. But the power start 1 actually caught me off guard, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta dump this power because I'm gonna be at that special 2 really quick. So I throw this and I gain more mystical charges, and then I make a mistake. I throw another one when I should have just built up to my special 2 and then popped off a big special 2. But at this point, I'm like, okay, we'll get him neutralized as he throws this, and then just kind of bash at him. And I'm like, man, I really kind of messed that up. I would have just liked to end this fight much sooner, but ultimately here I'm building ruptures and some mystical charges. I need him to throw this special 2. I'm going to block it to make sure, and I throw this special just so I don't go red, and it doesn't crit, so it doesn't kill him. So now I have to go back in it, throw my relic to hopefully wait out my root and root him right here. And I'm going to just build up some ruptures and throw my special 2, and he's dead. Easy peasy fight. So my last fight of the war is again on path 6. I have this OG Iron Man that is a perfect counter for these mutants on that node. So I will be taking an APOC. And shout out to Ink, who cleared Nihilus right before that. I actually thought about just using Blade on Gallon and Spot and bringing a Wags for the Nihilus, but I just, I didn't want to have anything happen with Gallon. He's dimensional, so it would have worked. But here, basically, what I want to do is clear out his own personal prowess to start. So I don't want him to throw any specials before I do that. So I have Max Pacify and Petrify on. So I'm doing short combos here to just basically limit his power gain so I can hit him when stunned. And then kind of build up to my special one. And at this point I'm going to do a full combo. I don't care if he throws that special. Just under 2 bars, then I throw it. And now I'm off and rolling. I do take a short combo to the face, but I end up pausing this special. Again, I really wanted to pause more of these, and I'm fighting the urge not to, especially because he can apply some debuffs on me, and then the fight would be drastically different. So I throw that special too, get some armor breaks on him, and now I'm starting to deal some damage. Here I'm at 17 armor ups. I'm like, you know what, don't pause it, just take it. I'm in my arc reactor mode's up, so I'm going to throw the special one, clear everything out, and I know a short combo is going to end it, but he throws a special into my block. I'm like, great, it's just extending this fight even farther, but ultimately it's over. So that was my war. Now let's take a look at the final stats. My BG got a donut, our first one of the season. We had 2 deaths in the first war and then just had 1 death every additional war. So this is the first time we got a donut this season. So shout out to them. They did an awesome job. We did win the war 11-3. Our fight time was also under 9K, so that was really good. We don't really stress that, but it's nice to see. So we have our 3rd win of the season, or 3-2 on the season. Shout out to Karate Mike, Andrew, and Mad Cat for the MVPs, and I will see you guys in the next one.